I don't know how long it's been. Shit. I don't know how long it's been. Guys, that's good enough, right? No, face cam. Let's go to face cam. Hi, howdy everyone. How's it crack-a-lackin'? I'm still trying to like set up settings. I thought I would have more time to do it. And I didn't. Hi viewer, how you doing? What you doing up at this hour? I didn't go to bed on time. Yeah. I like how you were like prepared with that response. Like, oopsie, oopsies. Don't worry, man. Don't you stress. Don't let the world tell you you're not a kumquat, okay? Don't let it tell you that, okay? You can be the kumquat of your dreams. It's truly a beautiful way to be. Anyways, I'm wondering what this song is. Oh, it's real spoopers. Okay, that's not the song I expected it to be, but here we are. Hi, Austin. Hi, Ellen. How you guys going? I'm just gonna, like, keep pressing a few buttons. I hope you won't mind. I just like my buttons. Button, 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 button. No, I'm pressing the buttons for a reason, guys. Every song has to be allocated as fade out. Can you believe that? You'd think I'd be able to set, like, a preset or something. Ah! Hi, Tam. Sparkling me. Oh, it's the other sound effect. Don't worry, wait. I've got the sound effect here. Hold up. Hold it. I'll have the sound effect in a moment. I swear. Jiggies. Jiggy, jiggy, jiggy. Jiggy, jiggy. This one? It's not that one. But I'm thinking about it now. There we go, that's the one. I think it was such a slight difference between two. Fun, fun, I love it. Menu log driver stole my lunch. Did you complain? Bro, complain to those bitches, okay? Make them burn down everything. Five Nights at Freddy's movie 2. Is there a second one coming out? I mean, I know there is coming out. There's supposed to be 3 movies, but... The Elder Scrolls. That is so true. I love... The Elder Scrolls is my lunch as well. That's how I feed myself. I learned that they're making The Accountant 2 and Nobody 2. Okay, what? How does that work? I was also not so nice since I was already overstimulated and on edge. Yeah, that's fair. It's also like so annoying how it's like sometimes like that sort of thing will just like there's not an easy solution, you know what I mean? Like I remember one time Adara and I, we got like the completely wrong thing, right? And you know, like even after we like complained about it, we could get a refund. That's all good and dandy, but it still means you don't have food. So you just have to kind of be like, all right, well, still hungry. Still hungry. On God. Dodogon. I don't know, I'm just putting all the music in here because I don't know what music to not put in. Should be other music. Stealthy Snoop. We like Stealthy Snoop. Anything else? Anything else? Decay. Main menu. Pause menu. I like the pause menu. Yeah, I said that to them. I was not nice. No, that's fair. They're John Wick-esque movies, and I think at least one of them came out before John Wick, but I could be wrong. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that. Learning. I love learning, guys. It's always a great time. God, this... You know what's weird? I always reminisce on like Donkey Kong 64 music a lot, and then I realize that I probably don't like, and then like I listen to it and I'm like, why is this music so like dark and like spoopy? You know what I mean? There's this one song I really like, not in DK, just in general. But I don't really care about any of the other music in the entire game. Fun. Oh my God. Anyway. That's enough for now. Anyway. Learning is pretty great. One more early morning, I think. Oh yeah, I didn't say my thing. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Tap, for the 10 months. It was 10 months, right? I saw 10 months of a tier 1 subscription. Yeah, thank you so much. Did I say that the right way? Every time I'm like, what? For the tier 1 subscription for 10 months, much appreciated. I said it the other way around. Oh well. But yeah, thanks, Tap. That's okay, Tap. Keep chugging along. You got this. You're almost there. Did you know Voyager 1 is still alive all these years later? I don't even know what that is. I literally know nothing about most of these things, and that's okay. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. I missed that. It's a satellite, right? Wait, it's a satellite? I thought you were talking about a movie. What? That can't be right. I feel like I keep finding out the randomest things. A space probe sent out to look at Jupiter and Saturn and get pictures. Is this the one that took the pictures of like the black hole and stuff? I think I've heard about that. Well, like there's all of those like really beautiful photos of space, and they're like, yeah, we got these are real, and you're like, you know, I don't like to think about space too much. It makes me feel claustrophobic, and by claustrophobic I mean like I'm literally going to die. You know, Star Trek. I don't know anything about Star Trek. I know there's colors. And that's it. I know those colors. Hell yeah. Alright. All the music. What's this music? Spoopy. Nice. Get the fuck out of here, Paulo! I just realized my mod settings is still turn on shield mode. What's my shield mode? I wish I could just slice bitches in half. Get it! I'm getting it! Ban. I don't know how many U's that is. Anyone know? Aced it. There was more U's than that. Don't worry, we'll get him next time. Just keep... Shit! You fucking lose my shit! Alright. Where's my buttons? Show mod icons! Oh, thank God, okay. How did I not find that yesterday? That's my confusion. It's literally at the top. My preferences, show mod icons. I missed that yesterday. All right, we're here. The at feature to ban? Can you? News to me. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Alrighty. Wait. I count 11. 11 news. Well, you know what they say. Anyway, how is everyone today? Slash ban at the person. Right. That does make sense. No, well, you can just do a space and then you write in the name. So like, I'm not sure. So. There was something else I was gonna check. There's so many settings I keep forgetting about. Confirm stream title and game before going live. Okay, what even are my settings? I didn't look at my settings at all. I just assumed they were all the same. I need to like video. Well, this looks alright. 30 FPS because I'm a piece of shit. We could probably do a higher FPS, guys. Do you want to try that? Actually, you know what? That's not really dependent on my computer. It's dependent on my internet, and I don't trust my internet with a 10-foot pole. So, you know, not that. I want a setting. Automatically record when streaming. There it is. Okay. That's all I had to change. Alright, there's more things I have to change, but alas, poor Yorick. It's work I have to do. Maybe tomorrow morning. Because I have to change all the stuff with the stream chat bot. I think I have a thing down here about it. Chat bot, timers, quotes, and commands. We'll get there. Okay, don't you worry, we'll get there. There's so much, but it's okay. Also, guys, this is really important to me. Okay, I need facts, okay? Alright, guys. Are croissants the pussy of the bread world, okay? What do you think? Because I believe this, okay? And everyone gave me weird looks today at work, okay? I believe it, okay? Croissants are the pussy of the bread world, okay? Just like how baguettes are the penises of the bread world, okay? Right? Depends. What the fuck? All right, Vera, give me a line of thinking. Give me a line of thinking. I'm so confused. Listen, this is my thought. If you cut a croissant in half, the inside is kind of like, it's not shaped similarly at all. Not at all, but I'm just saying theoretically you could kind of treat it like one. Okay? Yeah? I'm saying this on stream. Shush. What basis are we hiding on? Fuckability? No, just in terms of just general shape. Okay, we're not hiding equals writing. Ah, yes, I hide away from everything. Speak of music. Oh, my neck. Okay. I'm not crazy, okay? I just have an opinion. And that means I'm definitely crazy. Are you guys excited? T-minus 9 days until Echoes of Wisdom comes out. Woo! Like what? Like what? What? So are we saying... I really want to hear what Veru's thoughts. I like the idea of Veru's like tiredly trying to get to sleep, but now he's like, I can't not go to bed and address this situation. What does it look like? A croissant or a pussy? I'm not sure. Okay. Haven't really looked. By the way, update Daisy will be here on Friday. Excellent. Hell yeah. Who is this cutie on stream? Not me. Definitely not. It's chat. Look at them. They're so cute. They're doing their best and we're very proud. Thanks, smile. Chat is cutest. Just like you. Anyway, back to the conversation. You said when you cut it in half, it looks like. If I make a croissant and then fit a smaller slit in the center and fill it with butter that melts and I drink it out. I love that you thought about this as a meal. You're like actually thinking about it as a term of meal. I wouldn't eat a croissant that way, but you could, okay? But again, I'm just saying, like, if you were going to choose any type of bread, I would choose a croissant, okay? That's all I'm saying, okay? I have a croissant problem. I'm proud of you. Thanks. It's nice to hear it. I'm proud of you. Always going around and spreading positivity. Hell yeah. Hopefully we've got to be nice and warm. Nice and warm. I'm double checking because I have one unread message. Someone messaged me? Okay. Gotta use puss hand. No! The heck did I come back to? Nothing, Aylin. Aylin, nothing you need to know, doll. Okay. I feel like I missed something. It's okay. All right, now go to sleep. Good night, viewer. Take care. Have a lovely night's sleep, okay? Aylin, don't you stress, okay? Obviously, we're just talking about some good croissant. The best croissant. I just like croissants, okay. And sometimes I like to say stupid things to get people to look at me weird. I don't know. I just realized I have 2 clip buttons now, I think, and I don't know if it's active. Is it active? It's active. Cool. All right, look at me go. I'll dream of croissants dripping with butter. I'm not a huge fan of croissants with butter. I know. If it's either ham cheese croissants or just plain croissants, okay? Maybe just cheese croissants. I don't know. I need the ham to mix it up. Anyway. Hello. Come on, stream. Come on. There she is. They had to wait for a moment. It's okay. I've been through that. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden. If the sumpter badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding? In the mirror. Color me confused. I'll color you any color. I just like colors. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? Colors are pretty. Okay. I miss my redeems. What redeems? You did redeem something, didn't you? You did! I'm so sorry, buddy. I was distracted. There were butterflies and capsicum. You could have been there, man. He was, but okay. Lovey time. Hell yeah. These buttons. Sprinkle positivity. That's cute. For a second, I thought I pressed the wrong button, and I was gonna be like, what? I put the buttons the other way around? I don't know what's going on there. And I will hydrate. These tension headaches are starting to bother me. I would, like, put my hand on your forehead and, like, massage it, but I can't reach from here. My arms are too short. I know. I was working on trying to be Elastigirl, okay? I was gonna be like, just stretch them out each day, and then if I keep stretching them, right, they'll eventually elongate and detach slowly from the rest of my bones, and they'll eventually reach long enough to get to anywhere in the world. But apparently, that's an unrealistic expectation, which is ridiculous. I was working hard at it, okay? Stretching my poor old limbs every day. Imagine if wings could teleport. I'd be like a jump scare in the making. Just rock. It's rating from my back. Tell the back no. All right, just give the back a good old pat. And tell it it's doing a good job from me, okay? Water. Wouldn't jump scare me. You'd just be like, yes, hello, Hannah. I'll be like, I was gonna surprise you. And you're like, yeah, you're predictable as shit. Get off my lawn. I'll be like, but I like your lawn. I like the grass. And you'll be like, get off the motherfucking lawn. Yawn. I mean, it's more likely to be yawn. Aileen, you strike me as the type of person that over the course of time, you're slowly gonna yarnify your entire life, okay? There's gonna be a tree at the front that's covered in yarn. There's gonna be all the grass in the front yard's gonna be yarn. Like, everything, the house is just covered. You're gonna be in, like, your own little maid cocoon. It'll be beautiful. How come I still can't suck out of this? What the hell? Probably. Let's try this again. Come on, drink bottle. I need you to work with me, bud. I want to slurp you. Slurp you so I can get all the beautiful liquid inside. Still not working. What the fuck is going on? Dude, bed feels so fucking good. Fuck yeah. Instead of Yoshi's Woolly World, it'll be Aylin's Yarn Universe. I love that. That's a great idea. I have a patent to make Yoshi. I actually love Yoshi's Woolly World. It's a good game. Han appears in front of Aelin and then gets put in a crochet straight jacket that Aelin makes in 2 seconds as a defense mechanism. That is definitely what happens. 110%. Just have one on standby. You would, yeah. I love the idea of like, I open like a present from you and I'm like, what is this? And then I like kind of pull it up and I'm like, hang on, is this a straight jacket? My sister will call instant dibs. She'll be like, oh, dibs, that's mine. I'll be like, no, I wanted it. I'm gonna do an eep, an Aelin, and burrito myself so I can eep. Excellent. Go get that eep. Eep, 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 eep. All right. Well, that's what we're gonna find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go! Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. It's almost like it's in the mirror! Oh. It's the proto-badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it's Lance. Oh, are you gonna get him back? I need not resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice. Oh, what a man. Really? Because I would totally have decked him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit them back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret of how a great thief works. The third statement doesn't seem to be much benefit to her survival. That's a good point. It's the mirrors. It's this fucking wall. This wall's sus as fuck. Same, K. Can't wait to wake up so I can eat. Oh my god, that's such a feels. I'm like, what if I just ate? It'd just be a good time. Yes, now the question is, where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model. There must be an inconsistency somewhere. You mean the wall? The wall! Well, the mirror. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to suspect it again. Alright, so this is all from before. Oh. The mirror? Well, I mean the body. Those feet look real feeted. The feet are defeated. Except the last one. Money goes to Yarn. Money does go to Yarn. Yay! Yarn money. Yarn money. Ignore that. Hells to the yeah. I had half a cup of mixed nuts spread out in 2 quarter cups today, so it was supposed to be a fast day, but needed something to quell the hunger pains. Viru, please eat something more. You know, you know what you could do? Flour, okay? Flour, and then you can, flour, eggs, milk, and a little bit of sugar, and then a condiment. You only need 1 condiment. Vegemite, if you want to be like an Australian like me, but that doesn't have to be. Pancakes is the point. Pancakes. You could just make a ton of pancakes and then like refrigerate them and eat them slowly over the course of a couple of days, okay? And also making pancakes is a lot of fun. So you get to enjoy making pancakes. I like making pancakes. Maybe other people don't, but I like it because you get to do the whole flipping thing and you're like, ooh, like, please eat. I cannot, that is too much carbs. No! But the pancakes, you can't just have mixed nuts and call it a day. That's a crime, okay? Think about your tummy. Think about your poor muscles. They need energy. You did say something about being on a diet recently, didn't you? I opened a bank account with a different bank specifically for yarn and crochet transactions. Love it. Those feet are suspicious. Blue Badger is just a doll for use in this haunted house. I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right? According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that— God, I hate the fact that I have to say that word, those words together. It says that they are each other's worst enemy. All because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun? Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. I was gonna say, why did he sound like he was like respectful of that? It sounded like he was comparing it to some. Yeah. I'm down close to 10 pounds in about 1 month. Okay, cool. Then you're gonna work on muscle bulking? I don't know. Considering most things I read said I should expect 1 pound per week, I'm doing great. Cool. As long as it works. Hell yeah. Alright. Not the window. I still think that feet are suspicious. What? Is the problem is that the costumes? This costume wouldn't be here? Because they said there's only 10 costumes, and that means... No, that doesn't make sense. Or does it? I don't understand anything. Why does this keep happening? Every time it expects me to do something and I'm sitting here like, huh? Nani desu ka? Okay, so I'm deducing something about this area, okay? So obviously, I mean, there's nothing else suspicious here at all. So it's gotta be something about the costume, okay? Now, we could assume that this costume shouldn't be here because there's only supposed to be 2 costumes of each type of badger, which means that this one shouldn't be here? No, that doesn't make sense. I still think the feet are suspicious. I pressed the wrong button again. I'm too suspicious of his feet. You know me, guys. Always about that feet lore, am I right? What could I possibly do? I pressed the wrong button. It cracked my back like a glow stick. I mean, that'd be kind of awesome. I wish that was possible. Need a close-up of those feet. Exactly! They're just too suspicious, man. Badger outfit and the feet. I mean, those feet look pretty feet, actually. I changed my mind. Alright, the belt, the hands. I mean, that looks like a pretty standard blue badger costume. I don't see any problem with it. I mean, I have to admit the legs look like they're too leggy to be just a costume, but that doesn't mean they didn't stack it drilled with something. Could be filled with fluff or something. Do I need to find other evidence first? I can run! I forgot I could run in this game. Look at him run! He's so gorgeous. Him and his illustrious locks. What a guy. Kay's sitting there like, what the fuck? Why is he running backwards and forwards so much? Thanks for letting us use, little thief. Langji says, reject not those who seek the truth. Oh. So keep in mind that I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for the truth. Don't worry, I understand. We may have different methods, but our wish is the same. Wow, that was strangely, like, thoughtful. So, have you noticed anything worthwhile? I have no obligation to talk to you. Well, I'm fine with just using little faith in solving this case. The toy, it is very well made. Haha! That's because it's the heart of the noble thief, Yatashogarasu. You need to stop announcing that. Okay, that may not be something you want to advertise to everyone. Thank you! So, Sheena, what exactly is the source of this extra dimensional-like space? I believe this is nothing more than projection from that girl's toy. So it's an illusion. Right. Yes. Hey, don't treat this like some sort of silly light show. I mean, kind of. Bouncy tie thing? Well, it's a... Oh, that's a good point. Maybe he took it off? No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe the eye holes are too small. Is that possible? What are the eye holes? The eye holes do look a tad too small, so maybe he took the belt off. He could have easily taken the belt off. And like, I don't know, taken the whites out of the eyes and then like transformed into the proto-badger. You know what I mean? That's not completely crazy. It's a little crazy. What do you have to say, Kay? Notice anything? Kay, how was, Little Thief? Totally fine and recreating the crime scene. All that's left to do is more info. But you know, I can't believe I'm replicating a haunted house. And then we're talking about the fate of $1 million. Pretty exciting stuff. I can't say I understand what is so exciting about recreating a crime scene. In any case, I believe it is very probable that the murder occurred at this place. And if I can prove that, then we will finally arrive at the truth. Yeah, so what are you waiting for? Let's get investigating. You're supposed to help me. Okay. Belt strap is on the wrong shoulder, right? Shit, are you right? Hold up. Hold up. Shit, you right? Holy shit. Bro, you're so smart. Thank you so much. Wait, hold up. Let me click more specifically on the belt. Hold up, go back. Hold on a second here. There's something wrong with this blue badger. Huh? Like what? The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake? Führer, I love you. I would have been stuck here for days. Or at least another 20 minutes before I inevitably Googled it. Thank you. That can't be! I inputted the image data exactly as it is on the pamphlet. So then why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse? Because he's in a mirror! I don't know. Are we gonna find out that there's like a trick mirror right here? Or something where it kind of like makes you look invisible? I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. Maybe. They used a trick mirror just over here. Wait, I didn't inspect it again. Blue badger in the pamphlet is in reverse to the regular blue badger. Oh, why? There must be some sort of explanation. Alright. Okay, so I guess I'm just connecting the two things together. The mirror and the mirror shards. That's the only thing that makes sense. Hold up a second. I'm saving, because I didn't realize how little health I have. It'll be re-topped up soon, but still, I worry, okay? Kill. There's a mirror! Okay. Okay, do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors. What? What? Hi, Con. Wait, I had the sound effect. Hold up. There was a sound effect. Hell yeah. Thanks, ma'am. Con, thank you for the tier 1 subscription for 5 years and 3 months. Much appreciated. God, 5 years and 3 months. Have you considered pleading guilty? Listen, I think about it sometimes, okay? And then I think, but that would be incorrect. So, I don't want to do that. Sounds like a lot of years. Damn, I know, right? It's kind of getting, it's crazy to me to think that at some point At some point, it's going to be 100 months, and I'm just gonna keel over and be like, it's okay. I'm sure we'll both feel the exact same way, so. House of Mirrors. Oh, that'll explain the reversed or mirror imaging. Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than a reflected image of a real one. Then, what the blue badger you saw, just a reflection? When I look at this hole, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror... Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right? I don't know, guys. I'll trust you on that, because I have no fucking idea. Bathan, you are guilty of being cute. Aww, thanks, Aelin. That was a lily line almost. I was like, huh? Thanks, Aelin. You're worried about being incorrect, sweetie. You make predictions about One Piece. Fucking know it. I'll predict all over that D, am I right? Because Monkey D. Luffy. Okay. But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's been interesting recently. Doesn't make any sense. Hell yeah. Predict this. I'm watching Slime. Ooh. The new season or rewatching? Oh, they're actually forming L shape. Precisely. I was deceived. The hole was almost pitch black. And there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway. Wait, why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me. Okay, this house is just another attraction of an amusement park. They create a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one I can point out to you. To scare you. The reason they built a mirror wall. Because it's spooky. The disappearing badger.
Take that!
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they build the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there. That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. Remove the mirror wall, move the blue badger, dim the lights. Move the mirror wall? And to remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so it could be moved. Then, beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created. Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror. And when they wanted to hide it, they'd simply have to close it again. That's real tricksy, man. That's actually really cool. Haven't watched any anime in so long since my sight went down. What sight went down? What happened? Card shops and emulate. I don't know anything about that. Slime is giving dopamine, so One Piece will be later. Ah. Or what happened? Don't worry, guy, dude. Don't worry, I got you. Maybe. I might got you. Hold up. Okay, I might not have you. I was like, maybe it'll be here. Shit. Alright, this website doesn't have it. Never mind. I don't have a website. Ad Simons took the site down because of recent crackdowns. Just Google it again, alright? Reddit has the answer for everything, okay? Every time that website is knocked down, it still lives, okay? It doesn't die. Believe and Google it and try and find it. Try and suss it out. Okay, I read that. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them. Ah. And if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway, then when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit. Huh? How so? Fucking hide behind it. Think about it, Kate. There was a place that was outside of my field of vision. I didn't think I needed to point this out, but here we are. Roll for skill check. What am I rolling? There was a very large blind spot. Hello? Yo, everyone's rolling today. What? So unnecessarily loud. Turn that down. Alright. Edgeworth voice. Whoop. Whoop. That's really difficult to do with Edge voice. Whoop. 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 It's almost like many of us resubbed on your birthday. Well, it's not quite on my birthday. On like, you're basically on the anniversary day. Like, if Con's renewing it today, like, it's around now, is the point. But yeah, Standia, thank you for the tier 1 subscription for 3 years and 3 months. Much appreciated. Good luck. I'm rolling for luck. Okay. 4. Is that based on charisma? 7? Maybe? Yeah, but the alert comes up a few days either side. One or the other. Luck is a straight roll. Shit! Well, it's too late for me. There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see, and it was here. If my assailant hit on the other side of the movable mirror, then you wouldn't be able to see him. Oh, then you wouldn't be able to see him. He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll. Exactly. All he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror. Wait, hold on. I just thought of something. Yes? Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now? In reality? Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most certainly is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sounds... Wait, sorry, what did I just read? That would mean the victim was there when the mirror was broken. That sound. Leave the money and go now. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. So what, that was when he was killed? Okay, I'd like you to input some new information. Don't scare me like that. Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me. Sure, whatever you need, sir. What do you need? If you could first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room. You got it. Happy affiliate anniversary! Why do you... Sure. I mean, every day is my affiliate anniversary. What do you mean? This is crazy. Okay. Now this, I believe, is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Okay. And although at the time I thought it was but a single straight hallway, and then I went inside. It was around then I heard the sound of a mirror shattering. You heard what? And then? Yes, I believe it was then the mirror was broken. Okay, so then when you stepped outside into the hallway again, the mirror wall should no longer exist, Kay. Please recreate that. Got it. And because it was so dark, he couldn't tell it was the badger? But with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So where did he go in his proto-badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth? Where did he go in his proto-badger? He came to attack. What do you mean? Huh, that's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. Right, right. I hate it. I hate it. Why would anyone make a design like this? Criminal. Okay. I think this about wraps it up. This is so much more complicated than I thought it was gonna be, but I also think that's really cool. Looks like we finally solved everything. No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head. Huh? Perhaps you did not notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. The inconsistency between what I saw and the recreation lies here?
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hallway. Oh, there's no blue badger there. Exactly. The blue badger I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic, the last remaining contradiction. Oh god. Oh my god. If I can even prove it in court. Okay. Obviously, what they did was they just moved the thing. What? Oh. So let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right? And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? What? Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it is? The badger? So there's a mirror here showing the hallway down this way. The sword? The sword? Because logically he would have used the sword to break the mirror? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger. The dead guy. How come I can't present a guy? Okay.
Take that!
The badger I saw, in actuality, the dead victim's body. Ugh. What? 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 Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off, and you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No. Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken. Ha! You were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? Yeah, that's a really good point. But it was fired? No shit. There are a variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for the theatrics, I suppose. Also, I don't know about you, if I heard like a gunshot in like a haunted mansion, I'd assume it was adding to the aesthetic. Twitch app died. Shit! Alright, I'ma wait. Reconnecting with the pieces of my soul. Reconnecting, wish I had an answer for it all. I just wish I had an answer for why everything ever seems so broken. I'm saying, how do we manage to continue stream on? Tell me, how do we keep striving on to the dawn? Or was it stream? Or no, it was me.
My internet's the problem. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't really have any control over it. I really wish I did. Cause if I did, it would work all the time, but it don't, okay? I have no control. And Australian internet is kinda shitty. It's just the way it is.
Nice. Thank you. What's happening? I was saving? Did I save? Hello? Is everybody Boop, hi. You're doing great. There are a variety of sound effects playing at the time. The gunshot must have blended right in. I don't know how to do that. Twitch crashed, and now we're back. Just tap into the underwater fiber lines. Easy. Ugh, dude. If only. There's underwater ones? Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who'd had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lance Amano. Whoa! I just want to see his long lobes, like, long lobes. I'm sorry. Why would you saying I'm sorry when you killed a person, you piece of shit? It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right before I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could. I grabbed his gun and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. I'm cold all over again. No! What about the bed? Haven't you burritoed yet? Oh no, you haven't burritoed yet.
See, let's justify self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself.
That remains to be seen. Will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. Heh, as if you were the one in charge around here. Is this the end? Is that it? Have we done? There was so much hullabaloo before, and now he just seems ready to let it lie.
Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight.
He arrests Kay, and what's it?
Oh wait, I had nothing to do with the murder.
You literally obstructed the police. You can get arrested for that.
The only person you should be arresting is Lance.
Dad.
Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are. Willing to risk it all. Truly touching.
God, I love him.
By the way, do you know why I'm really here? Oh, good. How could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question?
You ruined me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know.
Who came to see me?
What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Romano, about a case from 10 years ago! Oh! It's all connecting. Which is related to the Yatakarasu thing of the papers that were stolen that was originally owned by Von Karma. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. Ooh. Okay. A case from 10 years ago. Oh, what's that name that you use here for that case? Sheena. It's known as the KG8 incident. Fuck, every time. The KG8 incident? Oh, so you remember it. Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. The smuggling ring or something else? Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring. Alright, I was right. What's up, Aelin? What's your question? Smuggling. There's that word again. At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. It's coming together. So he was originally... Wait, he was arrested for smuggling? Wait, is that what the dossier says? I thought he did something else in the dossier. Male, whereabouts known after his escape from Penny Solar Gun. Oh, it doesn't say why he was arrested. I didn't pick up on that at all. All of it. What's the best way to describe this? Every single case so far, we're up to case 3. There have been little drips and drabs kind of hinted at. So, we were trying... So... There is someone who's trying to shut down a smuggling ring, okay? There was someone who at least was and is trying to shut down a smuggling ring. And then... Fuck. They're trying to shut down a smuggling ring from 10 years ago. And they arrested Colin, and we just found out, they took the secretary, which was Colin Deveray, who was accused of doing that smuggling crime. But, the smuggling ring still exists, which means Colin was not the one in charge of it, okay? And it is related to Von Karma. Von Karma is a dude from the previous case, and he was kind of like the mentor slash stepdad of Miles Edgeworth. So Miles originally had access to the files from that incident 10 years ago, but he couldn't, he didn't know about them, and then those files ended up getting stolen by a person called the Yatagarasu, who has now been replaced with a second Yatagarasu, okay? So, and we're finding that this is all related to the Amano group, who has just had this whole scandal right now, where the son has tried getting out of his debts by trying to get money out of his dad, but the dad's still trying to cover for the son, right? It's now playing out though. Yes, slowly, case by case, we're finding out more information. So I guess what we're probably going to discover is, where is the original Yatagarasu, and is he dead? We'll probably find the original Yatagarasu dead. With our current girl, Kay, accused of murdering him, even though it's probably related to the original Yatagarasu trying to find the truth, because that's what they do, they steal the truth. Trying to find the truth behind what happened 10 years ago in relation to the smuggling ring and who is actually responsible for it after all this time. That's the best way to describe it. Anyway. That's probable. We'll find out. That's me assuming. Father! Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Romano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you, which is why, when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret.
Oh, no! Please, calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh. Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat. Help. Hold it. Who's talking now? Who the heck was that? Chief of police. Shit. Oh no. Wait, what's this little shit doing here? Wasn't he arrested? This bitch. What? I think I might have gotten the timeline of events completely incorrect here. Now I'm really confused. Oh, God. Oh. Oh my God, I've gotten the timeline of events completely wrong here. Okay, my mistake. I got the timeline wrong then. We both got it wrong. Oh, she did. I know that everything happens on consecutive days. Yeah, I thought it was case 2, then case 1, then case 3. But now we know that it was case 2, case 3, case 1. Presuming that at the end of this, they take away the evidence of the gun and the pendant, which explains why they have it in the previous thing, and that's put away, and then Kay steals it. Presumably Kay steals the KG-8 incident report stuff. Fuck, man. Fuck. Okay. Okay. I don't remember what voice I gave him. I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. And who the heck are you? I'm Jacques Portsman. I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Oh, shit.
Oh, Jacques, thank goodness you're here.
Oh, and this explains why he would. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So, in the case 1, where we find out about how this guy committed murder, right? He killed Jim in order to assumingly fudge evidence. It was assuming to fudge evidence on something. Just realizing how weirding this word is. Don't jerk me around. Go on. So he presumably tampered with the evidence just to get a guilty verdict on someone else, or in the Amano group? I'm trying to think, like, was he trying to make sure that Lance got actually killed in the process, or was he trying to do something else? And if Lang's dealt with this guy a lot, I'm not surprised he hates prosecutors. Oh yeah. Need to have a lunch. Have a good lunch, Estania. Fudge. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. You seem to be warming up to Edgeworth slowly. Guys, arrest the 2 suspects. Sir! I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you. Oh, the ship is real. Okay. Thank me. Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, is that any way to thank somebody? What the heck is that supposed to mean?
What the heck is going on?
You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So how does it feel to bat the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. Heh, it's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? Who? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring? No, it's the other one! What are you talking about? It's the Jacques dude. It's the Jacques bitch. No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Our intel's never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring. Oh, so Agent Lang suspected my relation to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Kammer, right? There was non-stop rumors flying about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. What about Phoenix? Right? What about Phoenix? Well, don't worry. It's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. Prosecutor who never lost in 40 years. Every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsity and lies? God, I love Lang. The more he talks, I'm like, he's got a really good point about so many things. He's looking at it. He's looking about how it's bad. It's almost like the American system should figure itself out and realize that they shouldn't incarcerate tons of people. It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts, why is this man so angry with all of us? Oh, he's probably from here. We'll probably find out some backstory. Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. And I'll suck your dick! Sorry. Aaron's head's voice stuck in my head. And I'll suck your dick. Okay, I'm sorry. If you ship Lang and Edgeworth, then what about Phoenix? Threesome. Obviously. So don't you forget it. They're a cute couple.
Please, wait.
Eat.
Ancient Sheena. Why does Ancient Lang hate all prosecutors so?
We're gonna find out her name is like Hisana with ending Hishana or something, and it's like actually means for something else. Which is why it's spelled so weirdly.
Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang in Zhengfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood.
Wow.
Whoa, what do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts. How can that be? Prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Yeah, even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor.
Man, this sounds like a love story, though. Old man Withers got stopped sucking dick and go to bed. Yeah, that's the plan. Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim, we better catch up. Yeah. Oh yeah, Jim Faith. That was his name. Still got to deliver that thing to the old man after all. Old man.
Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed out ourselves.
What time is it?
Yeah? Are you going home, Mr. Edgeworth? No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office?
And here we go.
No problem, sir. Excuse me? Yes, what is it? Thank you so much. Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective. I guess I was fooled pretty bad by Lance. Oh, cruel fate, what a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves. And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it, I'm a failure.
And there she goes again, talking to herself. You need to be a little more delicate, Kay.
Ms. Porps, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping. I have no idea. Your father died while I was trying to stop Lance, which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction. Wait, then why did he? I believe it was because of your presence, Ms. Porps. Me? Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Deveray into cooperating.
Hi, Ultra.
As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind. That is, thank you so much. You're welcome, although there is no need to thank me. No, Lauren, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you.
It's like 9 years. He is 28, right?
He looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to go, sir.
Oh, God, I love Gumshoe. What a man.
Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief. What are you going on about now? Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. Oh, that's Miss Edgeworth for you. I love these two ganging up on him just being completely oblivious. God, I need like I need a story where it's literally like Kay and Gumshoe just observing Miles slowly falling in love with Phoenix. And every time Phoenix like interacts with Phoenix, Miles just walks away, and then Gumshoe just kind of goes up and elbows him and just says, "Hey, how was your chat with Phoenix?" And he was like, "It was fine. I got the evidence I needed." And he's like, "Yeah, the evidence." I can totally see that. Anyway, yeah. I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. Huh? Yeah, I haven't remembered all this time. I guess I'm just gonna have to say it. What? It's Maya. All along, it was secretly Maya. This is the first time we've met, you know? Huh? Oh, case 4 is all gonna be about how he initially met her. Or something, right? Oh, what do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this girl? Looks like you totally forgot about me too, Gummy. Who is... what? Gummy? Huh? Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promise I'll return this to you one day, remember? That's... what? That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. What the fuck? Alright, so we're going back to the case from 10 years ago. Cool. To that faithful day 7 years ago, when I first met the then-child Kay. Oh yeah, never mind. Seven years. And Detective Gumshoe. We met? Wait, so he was 21 at the time? Nani? Whoa, we did it! It only took us 15 millennium. Yeah. Here we go again. Ba-da-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Alright. K-time. Turnabout reminisce. And then turn about ablaze. Cool. Well, anyway. This episode will probably be shorter? I'm not sure. Clap. Lore. Kay Faraday, the young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu. The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. I miss Phoenix. Oh, what's all this? Defendant, that's right, I did it. I killed him, the guy. Alright. But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it. I asked the defendant, just what exactly are you trying to say? Don't you get it? I know the true identity of Yatagarasu. The defendant Yatagarasu is the man standing over there on the prosecutor's bench. Are you saying I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you dare deny it. You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy. Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu? That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. Rell, I think I've heard enough of everything. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'll tell the truth. I definitely got the impression that they were about to accuse this man of being the Yatagarasu. There was just I was gonna say something, but it all happened way too fast, and I can't pause. In accordance... what was his voice? In accordance with a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This call will be recessed until the new prosecutor is ready. Ah, which turns out to be Von the Karma, maybe, probably. That's happening. Oh, our young man. Oh, young Miles Edgeworth. He's so pretty. Such a pretty man. Sleep. Yeah, go to sleep, Vera. Gute Nacht, gute Nacht, meine Freunde. Fall asleep, rest your head. Go to sleep in bed. There you go. Why is he so pretty? Fuck! Okay, sorry. I'm fine. I just think about it a lot. I bring back da Father. Da Father! Returns Orb Father. Fuck yeah. I actually don't have my son, but it's fine. Give me a second. Is the father really not put in place? Your redeems. Actually, wait, didn't I? Nope. Channel points. Scroll down. Alright, and then we get rid of Orb Father. Put in Orb Daddy. Wasn't there another thing here? This one and this one. Okay. Hell yeah. Well, they're over there. He's a big guy. And I love him. Alright. Okay, courtroom. And so it is my first assignment as a prosecutor will be. I thought his first place as a prosecutor was something else from a previous game. Whatever. As a replacement for a prosecutor that has been accused by the defendant. So what, is he in trouble? Edgeworth! Oh. God, what the fuck was his voice? Yeah, let's just casually go back 3 years of my memory. That'll go fine. 3 years? 2 years? I don't know how long it's been. It's been a long time. Whatever. So. Alright. Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. God, I love him. Why is he so pretty? Real people aren't this pretty.
Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will kill you. Will accept nothing short of perfection.
I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage in my career, I am honored and proud.
As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself, crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion.
Yes, sir. Dun, dun, dun. That such a legendary prosecution will be watching and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. I like what shows his internal thoughts, like, the panic. Anyway, I'm gonna admire this plant. Look at the pretty plant. Leave. And this should lead to the defendant's lobby.
Edgeworth, what is your composure? If you wish to take a look at your enemy, so do so in the courtroom as you crush him.
Indeed, thank you. You are a man of wisdom and experience, sir. Bulletin board. There are trials scheduled posted on it. Trial scheduled for this week, huh? There's no trials today's listed. This must be a mistake, or this country's judicial system is not working as it should. Shocking. This is so good. Water! I could drink a whole gallon! I've never heard of water that tastes that good. Maybe I'll give him a minute. Gulp, 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 gulp! Man, this guy's going crazy. Does he plan on gulping an entire reservoir dry? Excuse me, madam, but is something the matter? I just saw someone would have brought hors d'oeuvres by now. But this is a courthouse. It would be quite atypical to provide hors d'oeuvres here. Are you sure? Someone poured me a fresh cup of coffee last time I was here. What the heck does she think a courtroom house is for? Mr. Prosecutor, sir. got a good eye if you can tell that I'm a prosecutor with just a glance. As there are always prosecutors and defense attorneys in this lobby, I shall hit the mark if I guess one of the other while there is a recess. You are only guessing? I love that. That sounds like something I would do. I sometimes at work and sometimes like I always want to just like try and figure out like what's the relationship between like two different people. There's so many people who come in and we just sort of assume they're couples, but there's always that element where it's like, for all we know, they're just siblings. We don't know. Who knows? I mean, and obviously couple doesn't always mean like a couple. It just could just mean two, obviously.
Are these great, Dad? Daddy made all of these. Awesome, but didn't you get fired right after you made them?
Yeah, I did. Spent the same amount of time money on this model as it cost to build the real thing. Oof. And my boss wasn't very happy with me. Ha ha ha.
Hey, Daddy, didn't you say you built a secret mechanism inside of it?
Ha ha ha, I'll tell you about it someday when you're older. Secret mechanism? Maybe he installed it as a payback for getting fired. It could be trouble. Now I'm curious. Model of the courthouse. It's pretty well constructed. Hands and a face. Don't tell me this thing transforms. I wonder for what other purpose could they have been made? What? Egad. Egad. He really just said Egad. Egad. What a cold stare he's giving me. However, as a disciple of Von Karma, there is no option but to win. He's good. The power of his cold stare rivals my own. He's asleep. He's sleeping while standing up. A bookshelf, Compendium of Laws for Beginners. I don't have the time to read this and second guess myself now. God, I love how much this shows how like insecure he was when he was a kid. When he was like started as a prosecutor. Trial will resume shortly. Please wait a moment, sir. I was already well aware of that. Shortly or in a moment, which one is it? Be specific.
Hey, Dad.
Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute.
Because the defendant was picked up by its security camera, correct?
Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor Bernie, but like a Byrne Farade, but be. Alright, I'm never saying the name again. I'm gonna call him B. B. Gave the order. Ha! Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey.
Sir, are you an acquaintance by Mr. B. Faraday?
Poof, he's a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense.
Nonsense?
He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court.
Those who cannot be brought to court.
Jinjo! Yo yo yo! Hi, Goat Pie Mom. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. How's it crack-a-lackin'? How you doing? Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. What you been up to? What you been playing? I should remember by now, but my brain's blanking. Hells yeah. Oh, sprinkle. Sprinkle positivity. There you are.
That is nonsense, for no man is above the law.
Well, there are certainly a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such an individual. A prosecutor is a guardian of court, one with no obligation to outside matters.
Right. Says the person who was a murderer. Anyway.
Hi, Experimental.
Was playing Deep Rock Galactica. Deep Rock Galactica. Is that the one where you're in space? No. You're like on a ship and you have to like, you can like get more money to upgrade your ship or something, to like mine more and then you build more into your ship or something. Kind of like that type of game.
We were dwarves and we were digging holes. In space? Space dwarves. I want that movie. Space dwarves coming to a place near you. Coming to your nearest cinema. Diggy diggy hole. Nice, nice. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Space dwarves. Sorry. Ugh. Yes, how my friend convinced me to get it was you're a dwarf in space, and I was sold. Perfect. That's how it works. That's obviously how it always works. Just say dwarf in blank and you're there. Dwarf in space, dwarf in medieval times, dwarf in... Insert word here. I'm not gonna say it. I didn't say it, obviously. Anyway, but yeah, sounds great. Don't mind me, just making inappropriate jokes. But yeah, that's nice, that's cool. Fighting, mining, and planets. Thank you for the follow, Experiment, much appreciated. Experiment 13, is that a Kingdom Hearts reference? I have to ask, because if I didn't ask, someone would arrest me. Someone. Don't worry, we love inappropriate jokes. Okay, alright. Well, I wouldn't joke about dwarves being in pussy, okay? That would be totally inappropriate. You know, like, to think about the poor feet. Yes, it is a Kingdom Hearts reference. Yes! Yes! Fucking knew it. It's always Kingdom Hearts, because everything's related to Kingdom Hearts, okay? The entirety of the human world is related to Kingdom Hearts, okay? We just don't know it yet, okay? Mickey Mouse is out there in space right now trying to save us all, and here we are living our blissful, ignorant lives. It's all in thanks of our Lord Mickey Mouse. Fuck you, Disney. I've got 2 Keyblade replicas. Which 2? Oh my god, really? I want one. That would actually be really cool. Which 2 do you have? I feel like I need to scull so much water because I have so much to do. So much talking.
Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Friday will not be forgiven.
Have no fear, I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor B. Faraday, I'll prove the defendant guilty.
Very good. I've secured an hour of research for you to prepare to do just that.
Wait, what?
Show them all the power of Von Karma.
Fuck you. Alright. Kingdom Key and Kingdom Key D's nuts. What? I had to do it to him. Alright, that's fair, that's fair. Tokyo Game Show? What Tokyo Game Show? Is that a thing? Oops. Just whacking things, don't mind me. Is that the name of the keys, or are they like actually completely different keys? I was expecting like Sora's Keyblade or something. Someone has a really pretty Keyblade and I'm trying to remember whose it is. I feel like someone has a real nice Keyblade. It might be Kyrie's or something. Yes. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Alright. I don't want to talk to this bitch. I probably have to, though.
I don't like him.
Yes, that's their names. It's Sora's and Mickey's. Oh, okay. I didn't really... Pardon. What is this? Bleach? I wasn't expecting... I didn't know the keys had names themselves. I feel like I probably should know, but I don't. Kingdom Hearts. Just like pulls out their Keyblade and then they're just like, reign over the frosted heavens, here in Maru! And you're like, what? Which game? Where are we? Oh my god. Okay. Comfy, comfy.
So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the curse?
Yes, sir. I've memorized everything that's written down in the case files.
Well then, explain the curse to me. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about.
Understood.
Damn fake fan, how dare you? Listen, it's been a long time, okay? What? What is this? Alright. I'll lose my shit if Roxas went Bunkai! Yes! That would be the best, right? And just fucking like does like a whole like draw out the sword and then and then just goes like Tetsu san Getsu! Getsu got Tensho! That's what we want. Oh, bro, that's what I need. If they don't put some sort of like long-running attack of like Getsuga Tensho in on the next Kingdom Hearts game, is it really Kingdom Hearts? Okay. And saying that, Disney bought the rights to Bleach, so Bleach could be in the next Kingdom Hearts game. Right? Because Disney was bought Bleach, and now it can only be accessed on Disney Plus. So there's, I hope not. Can you imagine we inadvertently predict the next like crossover? They start trying to cross over into animes for Kingdom Hearts, and it's just Bleach. Where's Philip? I wish I could tell him all my theorizing. We have a pro Kingdom Hearts fan in chat, but he's a busy man, so. Roxas already had Bleach Keto spells in his fight in Kingdom Hearts 2. What's this? The paralysis? You know, shoot. There's also the one where he's locked in a box. The box? Shit, man. Kingdom Hearts 2. There is one. Kingdom Hearts fan, maybe. When he shoots all those blasts. Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Stretching the noggin. Okay. I'm gonna call it now. That's my own personal headcanon now. Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna have Bleach in it. Someone remind me to tell Philip later, okay? How was your day, Han? It was good. It was chill. And my work was chill. And then I was teaching house. Ocarina of Time randos info. So, hell yeah.
Murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Kofdofian Embassy. The victim, Mr. Deadman.
Really? Mr. Deadman. Mr. Died Man. Mr. Okay, alright.
Was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel.
Really? Mackerel? Okay.
Was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Kofdofian embassy as well.
Not just Bleach, but Naruto and One Piece too. No. Let's not extend it that far. One Piece is crazy enough, and I don't think Oda would allow Disney to go anywhere near One Piece. You know what I mean? I can just imagine being like, no, I'm not letting you fuck this up, okay? Like, you know, because One Piece isn't on Disney Plus, but it's on Netflix. And obviously Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll's the best. I love Crunchyroll. At the end of Kingdom Hearts 4, Sora will do a Kamehameha blast on... Oh my god, yes. Definitely going to happen. That's the way it's always been, okay? It's always gonna be like, go back to the whole, is it called Chidori? Chidori? Sasuke. Yeah. Chidori.
Because it's like the sound of twittering birds, and it's the thing Kakashi teaches Sasuke. Knowledge. At first, Rao claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but then he did not kill. But that he did not kill Daidman. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie.
It's possible he wanted to go down while in the spotlight if he is found guilty. There truly is no limit to people's inanity.
What is that word? Inanity and inanely. Yes, Sasuke versus Naruto, but it's Zora and Riku. As it always should have been. I always get confused with like with Sora and Riku, like, are they friends? Aren't they friends? Like, they're going on their own journeys. I really do think it definitely feels that way. They both end up going off in different directions, and then they just like come together to like either fight and or like unite against the darkness.
But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth.
Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly shows Mr. Rao as the murderer. The act of Mr. Rao firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitors' gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. Oh, okay. I did it because I was told to, by the real Yatagarasu, Bern Fernade.
That sounds about right. However, you forgot one thing.
While this
may appear to be simply the murder of a Kafdopian embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG8
incident? The second KGA incident. Oh. Okay. So there was an incident before this one. But it was about the Zheng Fa stuff. Not this one. I feel like Riku just has an inferiority complex and Zora is just blissfully unaware of how annoying he's making Riku. I don't know, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but by the time you get to like Kingdom Hearts 3, they're on pretty good terms, right? I don't remember them being on not good terms. Maybe? We've had one, yes, but what about second KG8 incidents? Exactly. Have you been watching Rings of Power? Gotta ask. I haven't watched the second season yet, but I'm rewatching the first season of Rings of Power. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, they're usually pretty chill. Yeah. They've got to have another big, massive fight at some point, surely. And then it'll, like, go off in a different direction. The second KG8 incident. I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I've failed to study hard enough.
Well, even among the police, it's important that only a few select are privy to.
Could you please enlighten me, sir? Oh, God. I tried to, but it feels so slow and it's a drag to keep watching. That's fair. I really enjoyed the pacing of it. But my sister and I were speed running through it currently. Like, we've been like skimming through the episode a bit more rather than like obviously just having like the normal pace of it. So yeah. Actually enjoyed the walking simulator. That was the Lord of the Rings movies. Walking simulator. It's great. That's definitely a way of calling it. It really is now when you put it like that. Watch them walk over that mountain. Wow, don't they look cool? They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Keep on walking. I love Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is the best. It will always be my true baby. It's my baby. My heart baby.
In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents.
This is a 3-year-old newspaper.
You have heard of the Amado Group scandal before, correct?
No. Kadopian Embassy staff member Manny Cochin found not guilty. A shadow over the Yamano group. What's his relation to the smuggling ring? So Manny Cochin. The victim was CCU. CCU? What? Isn't that the person who's the current defense? She kind of looks like the defense attorney in this one. Okay, so... Hold up. So this guy was found not guilty of the smuggling ring. And instead they accused of Mr. Deveray.
Fuck. Why does none of this ever make sense?
Me too. I made my first D&D character an elf because of Lord of the Rings. Nice. I think I just made mine an elf because I like elves. Also, I played an Averial because wings! I had to have wings. It's the best. Black Myth, Wukong game, cool. I've heard really good things about that game. I've I've only seen like small snippets of it, but every time I see something of it, it looks beautiful. It looks great. And yeah, there's that part of me that's like, probably won't get around to it. I'm playing Demon Souls right now, so... You know, Demon Souls, I've still got Sekiro and Bloodborne to go through, so I don't know if I'll ever get to, like, Wukong, but it looks good. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested on suspicion of smuggling.
Correct.
Of course you had to have wings. Wings are awesome! But I hate when the DM says you can't fly for some bullshit reason. I don't think I had that as a problem. I mean, like, they were wings attached, like, it was a part of the race feature. I didn't have to summon them or something, you know?
And the sole witness to the smuggling operation, it was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court.
Huh? Wasn't it Confidentian? Why do they have to keep using this word? It's a terrible word. I'm gonna call it CDP, okay? CDPE. Staff member arrested for the murder.
Yes, a CDP by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect. However, due to a lack of evidence, the case went unresolved.
Lack of evidence?
Ha! If only I was in charge of the case. Oh, I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt.
To make sure that all criminals are found guilty, my mentor really is dedicated.
Friday, what?
Oh god. I'm losing the moisture in my mouth by doing this. My friend plays an Owlin rogue, and the DM says she can't fly, and using sneak attack requires a bonus action. I was so angry on her behalf. What the fuck? But she's an Owlin, she can fly. You can't just say she can't fly. I think the DM's just unprepared. But even if you're unprepared, doesn't mean you should, like, limit a person's ability. Like, you limit them by, like, the amount of movement they can have within a certain space. You know, like your flight speed equals your, like, your walking speed stuff. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter if you want to use it to get on a roof or something. Oh, right, exactly, yeah, I was ready to rock up and give this DM an earful. I don't blame you. And her sneak attacks, like, I'm pretty sure, isn't that a feature of Rogue? Is that you can kind of, no, I think it's like a bonus, you can bonus action disengaging, and then you do a sneak attack. I think that's usually how it goes, right? I could be wrong. If you can't handle a flying PC, then you're just not a good DM, I'm sorry. That's fair. Or at least you're not thinking about your game, like, wide enough and an understanding of how it is used, so. Like, I don't think I ever probably used my wings as much as I could, but that's because when we played the game, I didn't ever think vertically in relation to the map. You know, the map is, like, top-down sort of thing. Who's out of the box? Get back in the box. Alright. Kingdom Hearts, My Hero Academia. That would be really cool. My Hero is... It's weird to think My Hero is now finished. I haven't finished the manga or anything, but
It'll be interesting seeing the whole story unravel. You can hide, dash, or disengage as a bonus action, but if you need to use that to sneak attack, then you're not going to be able to use half of the rogue things. Yeah. Wait, so you can't sneak attack. Using a sneak attack requires a bonus action. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. The sneak attack is a full action, not the bonus action. That doesn't make any sense. That's weird.
Rade was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever.
Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KGA. Okay.
That's right. Now, once again, the victim of the case you're currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against smuggling organization.
That's odd.
Just like the last time, the victim was murdered right before he was able to testify.
You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization.
That's suspicious. So it was her dad that was the original Yatagarasu. At least that's the impression.
So that's why it's being called the second KG8 incident. I'm going to save.
Good night, Alda. Sleep well. Note to self, can't pick fabric online. Don't pick the fabric online. I don't blame you. Always gotta choose it a different way. Have you taken your meds, Aylin? Exactly. Sneak attack as the rules just happen when you hit. The DM was just handicapping my friend because they're a bad DM. What the fuck? Doesn't make sense. Fucking bring up the book, alright? Get the book, take a picture, and be like, literally class features. That's all you need to do. All you need to do is Google class features, and it's there. Okay?
Yes.
Oh, God. Fucking voices, bro. There's one difference between the two incidents.
What could that be?
The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The grey thief Yatagarasu.
I better find out more. If it's true that Yatagarasu showed up at the CDPE, what could he or she have been after?
Yes! Good girl. Doing great. Hell yeah. No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Then why would he kill the person who's... Why would he kill the person though? More likely to steal secrets from the CDPE itself, since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from the was sent to the police.
What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police?
I don't know the details. Anything related to Yatagarasu is getting the top secret treatment.
Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say?
That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu was left evidence behind, correct?
Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday.
Mr. Faraday?
You have to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well.
Right, okay. This does all seem to line up perfectly for him, doesn't it?
Prosecutor in charge of both the incidents. Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate.
It was also 3 years ago. Oh, there she is!
What is it, little girl?
Aw, she's so cute! I love her.
You're scary, mister.
Did you need something?
I want to trade these coins with you.
A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies, but it looks like you have exactly $1. Is this what you want?
Aww.
Thanks. Exactly what I needed.
Oh, that's so cute! I love it.
Could that child be here to watch the trial?
How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courtroom.
I love that you just gave her $1. That's so cute! What a cute kid. Well, like, how cute is Miles? Just like, yeah, sure. Just pulls out $1 for her. I thought Von Karma would get like all uppity about it, but he just let it happen.
Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore?
Says you. Oh yay. Hi sir, paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is complete.
Why, do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes?
I'm sorry, sir.
I could have you mopping up this courtroom instead of protecting it in an instant.
Gulp.
There's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could provide to be a perfect handicap for me.
But a proud one you are.
God, fucking both of them. Just. Anyway. Kingdom Hearts Full Metal. Full Metal Alchemist? I doubt it. I don't know about you, but I feel like Full Metal Alchemist has kind of lost its prestige a bit. You know, well, like, over the course of time, you don't hear about it anymore. It's faded into the background, and now we have My Hero instead. And Black Clover, I guess. Also worked out info on how much it costs to make some of the plushies I made previously. Ooh, okay. How's that been working out? Started Orb Mother today. Yay! Beautiful Orb Mother. She will be gorgeous. Edgeworth is cool. He just has a stick up his ass when it comes to Phoenix Wright. He just wishes something up was up his ass. Anyway.
You'd better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth.
I think, doesn't Edgeworth also have like a 100% like condemnation rate? It'd be called condemnation rate. Enemies to lovers when? Since always there's fanfiction. I mean, 4 p.m. District Courtroom. I love them. This is real strong, like Phoenix and Mia vibes. Mia. One of the two. They're sisters.
Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here? How is it possible the defense is not prepared yet either?
Bailiff, where's Mr. Faraday?
I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Wow. Hey, it's our good old man. Starting to feel sleepy. Yay! Woo! Getting there. Early sleepies. Let's go.
Ah, you must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended.
Is this the guy we usually see, right? Do we usually have like such a full picture of his form? Usually, I feel like it looks a little different.
I hear that this will be our first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a pupper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
So it looks like the trial's about to resume. However,
yes, it will be all, but impossible to prove the witness alive without evidence from Faraday. What is the blasted buffoon up to?
It's an emergency, sirs. Sir. I love him.
Silence. There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of Yaw. Bailiff, remove the man from the courtroom at once.
God. Please, wait. You have to listen to me. Oh, I love him. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant. What? The two of them. They're both dead, Your Honor. What? Not the turn I was expecting. What? What the fuck? Alright. Alright, definitely sleep time. Love your hand. Have fun. Thanks, Aylin. I will. I love you too, Aylin. Alright, have a lovely night. Alright.
Stay back. No one's allowed in the crime scene, period.
Just who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite the hot spot. Isn't she Mr. Rell's defense attorney? Yes, my beloved Gumshoe!
Hey, you, no running in the hole, pal.
Wait, who's talking? I don't know who's talking anymore.
Hey, you. Who you dying to? Yeah, can cheek us.
And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Or not. Look at the ants! Distracted. This sofa looks like its fair share of use, and it looks like another part of the courthouse is visible from the window. My eyes have locked with my reflections. Eyes in the barred window. As a student of Von Karma, I refuse to back down. I won. Alright, okay. Can I not inspect the ants? This is unacceptable. Look at him run. He's such a pretty boy. Look at him go. A poster of the judge. There's a longer slogan of some sort on its tiny letters at the bottom. Every strike of my gavel brings the truth closer to me, and my hair farther away. What? Is this a promotional poster for the court or a hair growth product? Extinguisher. Fire extinguisher. If one were to be hit in the head with this, I suppose the victim would lose a memory or two. But it's not as though I'd ever be foolish as to be struck by one of these.
Why does that feel like a joke? Was he struck in the head with a fire extinguisher at one point? I feel like Phoenix might have been. Was Phoenix struck by one? Phoenix might have been struck by one. I remember like the first case of the second game. Something happens and he loses a memory or two. And he's like, who am I? And you have to relearn how the game works. Can't remember. Long time, no memory.
Oh, drink vending machine. Ugh. Now is not the time to be pondering what kind of drink I want.
He's so cute.
And you are?
Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs.
Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor.
A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal.
I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours?
Detective Dick Gumshoe. And just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective.
I'm so proud of him. Yay! Applause for the boy. He did it.
More than a dream, it's what I was born to do. Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first.
This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident?
You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right?
I know that, but it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know.
Well, you're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge.
Really? That's his name?
So you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to defendant lobby number 2.
Okay.
So you were on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty?
Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot and then it kind of froze.
You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much. And then again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range.
Facts.
Then, when Detective Bad came running to the scene, we went into the lobby number 2 together and both men were lying there dead.
Is that everything?
Yeah, well that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle.
Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. How about you, girl?
Do you have a minute?
You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this.
I apologize for not introducing myself before I bothered you.
Also, I hate the earrings. I like them, but I hate them.
Just imagine how much they would get caught on things, you know? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So, Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh? I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. Alright. Do not take me for some naive novice. Take me for some naive novice. You're a student of von Karma. I should have. Those cars are dead. Give away. When she puts it like that. Stop right there. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts. Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay? I love her. I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort. Just kidding. I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu. Ah, the sister of Cece. I called it. Fucking called it. Well, I didn't quite call it, but I was like, isn't that the CCU? And then they said she was dead, and I was a little confused. Alright. And if you're telling the truth, then we were about to go head-to-head in court. Oh, but of course, I've heard much about you, Miss Yu. This is so confusing. But of course, I've heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare. It's nice to say something funny. I love that she's just making fun of all of his, like, little speech patterns. I'd like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny? It's just the way you speak is so tactless. It's a good point. The person I saw going in court until only a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine, don't worry about it. I love her. She's a fan. Honestly, if you met someone like him face to face, you'd think he was an absolute dork too. Oh yeah, like the frills and everything, like you're like sitting there and be like, bro, he's literally in cosplay. Alright. Hell, I think if you turned up to court nowadays like that, they would probably like make you get in trouble for inappropriate presentation in court. You know what I mean? They'd probably be like, why are you wearing your cosplay? And be like, no, this is my battle attire. This is my truth lore telling. My truth telling armor or something. I'm gonna say... Excuse me, but who are you?
Detective Tyra Baird, homicide.
I was informed of the situation. It came as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me?
Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple.
Mr. Faraday requested that you be here. Ah.
I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid.
Kid? I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know.
I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid.
Is he threatening me? Is he going for his gun? No, it's a piece of cheese. Damn it! It was a mirror! It's just a mirror? Bro, I wish it was cheese!
Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, Mr. Macro, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand.
Was there anyone else who went into defendant lobby 2?
Yeah, the big lug over there, his name's Gumshoe.
Such a cute boy.
He was in charge of getting the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room.
If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct?
Maybe.
Such impudence. This guy is really testing my patience. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court?
Homicides aren't really my gig. Yet the Garasu case is also one of my assignments.
Someone who cares so much about how he looks to carry murder, he really looks disheveled. No, actually, I think there was a very prim like this. It's a bit like his hair is slicked back and like the you know, his hair looks well trimmed. It's just the coat that's looking a bit holy. You know what I mean? Very cheese-like. Other than that, like if you took the jacket off, he'd look very well, like neatly curved. Some people need to put more effort in, even if their clothing doesn't look amazing.
So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasu or not?
Well, looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son.
Son? I'm not your son, Pops.
Ms. Yu. There's someone here who wishes to see you. Who is it? A CDP staff member by the name of Manny Cochin. Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. She's gonna get murdered too at this rate. Yeah, what?
What's going on? Detective Bad and Ms. Yoon moods just changed all of a sudden.
Why are you shocked? Like, come on, bro. Put the names, put the pieces together, okay? It was in here, right? Victim, Ms. CCU. So it was her sister who ended up dying. Even though it was also his sister that was doing... That was... Oh my god. The sister also was the one in the case. Oh my god. I think it's the bit that makes him look like a mess for me. That's fair. That's fair. He's very, roguish. Ruggish, not roguish.
Wait a second, wasn't Manny Cochin the little shit face?
I'll be right there. Oh, it's this. There he is. It's nice to see you again, Ms. Yu. I've done too many voices. All right, I'm not gonna make a new one for this guy. He's probably barely gonna talk, right? Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again. Oh, I have no desire to ever see you again. Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? Fine, let's go. Oh, Von Karma. Steady pace for someone with a cane. Going real fast. Oh, fuck. Why does this man keep talking?
Von Karma, it's been a long time.
Oh, I knew you would show up. Usually do when Yatagarasu is involved, and I see this case is no obstruction.
Do you know Detective Bad, sir?
Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on.
It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful than a victim.
It's not like I don't know that. Moving on, the man that I just passed by. Was he not not the suspect from KG8 incident?
So I was right.
Just what is that man doing wandering around here? That Faraday, I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away, imbecile. I would have proven his guilt in 3 minutes.
Keep saying that.
Von Karma, I think you're setting up now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed.
Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here.
Objection!
My, our friend Zishka. Oh, she's so small.
bless this game. Look at her, she's so cute. I really thought it sounded like Maya. Don't worry, I fill you with voices. I do the same thing when I run D&D games. I knew you'd love this case. Dude, look at her, she's so cute.
Papa, how can you place him in charge? Franziska, what are you doing here? I'm here for summer vacation. What else?
Summer vacation? Franziska von Karma, so she's here on vacation from Germany. She's the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his, who's also junior to me. She should have like a German accent, I feel, and I don't think I could do one, but... I don't even know what a German accent would sound like. I feel like whenever I try to do an accent on purpose, it just goes terribly. Like, if I just randomly do an accent, it's fine. But... Gumshoe's freaking coat gets lore. What? Not? Or at least character growth, but I'm getting dirtier? But it's green. What, you saying it turns from beige to green?
You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it.
Put that away.
You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? Ha! If you were able to pass, wait, what? If you were able to pass, then I have absolutely no trouble at all.
I love that she's still got the whole...
I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never. Why does she always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case?
Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I'm 100% confident that I can do a better job than him. That's just like Franziska. She's no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them.
Bad.
Yeah.
These two will be conducting the investigation.
Oh yeah, teamwork!
What? Want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene?
This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on the prosecutorial skills.
Crime scene's not a place for children to mess around in.
I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, Bad.
I wonder why.
And I will not tolerate complaining.
Is he the head prosecutor? The high prosecutor? Whatever the hell it is.
Edgeworth, Franziska, I leave this case to you two.
Understood, sir.
Thanks, Papa. Yes, Papa.
I'll go take care of the paperwork.
She's not even a prosecutor yet. She should have no right to be there. I don't care what anyone says, okay? As soon as she has the right, like the bar examination, as they said, like, fine, whatever, no worries. But anything before then, not allowed, okay? Not technically legal.
Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me.
Alright.
Hold up, camera. Still haven't agreed to this.
She's so short.
Miles Edgeworth. It's been some time, quite some time, Franziska. This will be a perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? No time, no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. She's old. He's older. She hasn't changed a bit. Miles Edgeworth. As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name.
For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter.
Ah yes, nepotism on full display. We love nepotism here at Wings Inc. Guys, do you have a child or a best friend? Well, obviously it means that they are suddenly able to do any job that you give unto them, because you have faith in that young kid. You have faith in that second cousin that you haven't seen in 10 years. It doesn't matter. They're obviously one of your favorite people in the entire world and are fully capable of doing the accounting job for your firm. So Come down and get your nepotism today at wingsinc.inc.au.help. Oh my god. Anyway, Von Karma isn't meant to be a good example, lol. Never has been. Anyway, I don't know why I clicked, but you know what I mean. He sucks.
It looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him, he never fails. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts, Mr. Detective Bad.
Better off get your things out on your own.
Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a more arduous task.
Oh, look, they're hugging. Sorry. Sorry. Oopsie. Anyway. It's a cuddle pile. Let me join in. Okay, so obviously someone came in through the window. Wait, it's a barred window though. Why wouldn't you, like, I don't know, make sure the doors were, like, glued shut? I feel like you'd glue the windows shut or something. Or something. So there's something over here, 415. I'm just looking. I'm curious. There's tea as well. That could be suspicious. They could have both been put to sleep, put the weapon in each of their own hands, and then made to look like they kill each other. Okay. And from the person who comes in through the window, presumably, or some direction. I mean, who's to say that maybe this comes apart in some way? I don't know. We'll find out. Hugs.
The only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously. Is the only real explanation.
Miles, Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they have finished talking.
What are you talking about?
I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition as to who is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
A competition?
The person that figures out the truth first wins.
So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name?
Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come out of your foolishly foolish mouth.
Fine, whatever makes you happy.
Can I take that as you accepting my challenge?
Once again, whatever makes you happy.
I love how he's like this typical older brother of just like, I've had enough of your theatrics, please. Just let me have a nap.
Ha! Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am.
Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightfully childish.
Hey kids, over here, hold it.
Kid?
Ha! Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid. I said kids, kid. How dare you call me a kid as well? I do what I please. I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy, you're going to watch over these two.
Aw, yes sir, Detective Bad, sir. Now, do what I say from now on, kids, okay?
You better not get in our way, Scruffy.
Aw, she called him Scruffy from the very beginning. I love that. That really shows how much of a history Gumshoe and Franziska have. I wonder, because it's like, it's in a weird way, like it probably started off as an insult and then it was like more and more familial over time. I mean, Edgeworth's had enough of everyone's theatrics, so I'd say before peak surrounded by idiots energy. That's true. I mean, he's usually surrounded by idiots. There's been a lot. There's a lot going on, you know?
Okay. I'm thinking.
This entire game is just Edgeworth being done with people's bullshit. Honestly, you're right though.
It's really devastating how much he's just like, you know, you just have all these people shouting things and he's sitting there like, hold up, can I just talk for a second? And you have someone else, Agent Lang, come in and be like, no! And you're like, oh, fuck. I'm getting real sleepy. More water. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do.
And you, prosecutor boy. Well, let's get your investigation started already, alright?
Great, now even that detective is treating me like a child.
Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy.
My name is Miles Edgeworth. And if you were to call me Prosecutor Boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. Oh.
What? And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was?
That's up to you now, isn't it?
That's a threat. Really? Sounds good, Pam.
He's so naive. I have to admit, I'd be really sad if I found out that Miles was the reason that poor Gumshoe was living ramen to ramen. A true Edgeworth experience. It's just a good time. Detective Bad, may I have a word with you?
What is it?
It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons.
Yeah, it does.
That leads us to first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons?
The gun was inside Friday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the CDP staff member. But I never heard anything about the knife.
Looks real pretty. Is that really the knife? That's an odd design. Very particular.
Mr. Bell has been held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Friday had the knife on him from the start as well.
Wait, are you saying you don't check your prosecutors for weapons before putting them into court? That doesn't seem right. Everyone should be vetted for any sort of weapon before going into court, I would think. Right? I don't know if that's actually a thing. I feel like it should be. It's a joint effort of Gumshoe fuck-ups and Miles' observation skills. I mean, that does kind of make sense. Like, you need someone to fuck up in order for someone to solve it. Then why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if... It's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it.
Maybe you got a brain in there after all, kid.
Is he going to treat me like a child forever? It's only been 5 minutes.
It looks like Mr. Faraday's attacked Mr. Bell first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this.
Not yet. I feel that it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. Hi, Dara.
Hannah.
Good night, Adara.
Good night, Edgeworth boy.
Good night, Edgeworth boy. Is that what you said?
No.
What did you say?
Edgeworth voyeur.
Voyeur. Wow. Good night, Skyrim Paloina.
Paloina?
I don't know.
You want to describe that to me?
Paloin is like stealing. So you're stealing Skyrim,
Sure.
I think.
Definitely stolen a couple of things in Skyrim already. You have a good night.
I will!
Behave. Save the world. Whatever you do here.
Well,
This guy has a couple of bullet holes in his jacket.
yeah, I don't know. He's always got to fix his hair though, so very important.
Sure. Very important. He's also got a lot more detail than any other character in this game.
I hadn't realized that, and that is very kind of like the hair. Like they do this whole fade off with the hair and streaks through the hair. Meanwhile, he's just kind of like everything's smoothed over.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the difference between
It's like
him
a
using wax and he's.
entirely different artist. I'm sorry if you guys can't unsee that now. But yeah. Well, be good.
I
Good
will.
night.
I'm actually have a toilet break because I need pee. I'll be back, guys. Alrighty, let's do this. Must first find conclusive evidence so as to protect the honor of the one colony.
Sure, buddy.
Cold. Cold, 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 cold. I want to inspect this tea. And there's some plastic bags stacked on the table. That was not what I wanted to look into, but that's fine. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance. For you, the table's all neat and tidy. Okay. What if they drank sleeping stuff? They were super quiet in their scuffle. After all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hallway, you know. Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off. That's a good point. There's quite a few over, like, here. And this decorative plant foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. God, that's funny. Alright, bag. There's some stuff in the bag. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. Oh, this is the evidence? I better not touch it, only prints on it. Do you just not pay attention to anything you do? Alright. Window. What about this thing? Whoa! What is a Detective Gumshoe? Oh, my TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. And then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized TV like this one. Hey, you know, you have to save money somehow. So how old is Gumshoe? 26. Really? Why is there so many question marks for people's ages? She's only 22? Damn, she's relatively young for a prosecutor as well. 53, 24, 13. She's only 13? Oh, what a precious bebe. I love her. Oh, let me see. Wow, this thing is huge. Oh, way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scruffy.
Don't touch it, you get your fingerprints all over it.
But I didn't touch it.
Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work.
The foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. Shore up on. The window is open. There's fresh, flowery scent in the air. The flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through the window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the floor, from the third floor. Oh my god, words. Are you willfully ignorant of the fact that there are also iron bars on the windows? Maybe we could jump through these barred windows. The scent of flowers is in the air. What's with the scent of flowers comment? Oh yeah, I guess that's two. Either way, no one could get through those windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. Ah, I see. Did you figure out something? This is competition, Miles, and as such, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me. I can't imagine a 13-year-old being near a dead body and being like, let's inspect it. Unless they've been watching way too much, you know, crime shows. Which probably happens enough anyway. That's how we get all our forensic scientists these days. Bones, NDIS, whatever have you. Why are the plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two had?
I don't know.
Alright, buddy time. So... It's odd, because that means that he must have stabbed him, shot him, but he must have fell... Like, I don't know about you, but if a murder... if there was like two people that ended up killing each other, I still feel like there'd be a very rare chance for them to lie fully over the top of the other person like this. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel quite right. You know, it's kind of made to look that way. Because I feel like if someone went in for a stab, right, and then he presumably, while the gun, like this knife was still in him, kind of like pulled the gun out of his bag and shot him. Like, I feel like in that specific instance, Faraday should be the one on the bottom. Wouldn't you say? Like, Faraday would have like stepped backwards, blood pouring out. Also, no blood in the surrounding area. Also, that's actually a really good point. There's blood in that bag. Did they shoot through the bag to minimize the blood? That doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense at all. At first glance, it seems like they must have killed each other, however. Using logic and only logical conclusions is aha! What was that outburst for? My detective's instincts just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rell that fell first, see? See, I'm not convinced. You don't need a detective's instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much then after I examine the bodies. I read this just before, didn't I? Alright. Same as before. Looks like Mr. Rell died with a knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck on it. Then he must have used that as a weapon. Yup, no doubt about it. Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot down some notes about it. Well, this is evidence was found in Rell's hand. Evidence that could change. Looks like Mr. Faraday died by holding the gun in his right hand. So he shot at Mr. Rell and then fell on top of him while still gripping onto the gun. I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? What? It's not exactly rocket science. Even I know how to pull a trigger. Although I doubt I ever need to use one. I hope I never have to fire a gun either, sir. You're a detective, right? But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hand. Nah. It appears the police's screening procedures need a thorough review. I love him. Alright. Mr. Faraday, how ironic is it for him to lose his life at a courthouse? Yeah, why did it have to be like this? I don't know what to say. I can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Don't you want to become a detective in order to solve crimes? Yeah. Then get back to work. Find out the cause of this murder. Right, I'm on a pal. First he killed a CDPE staff member, and then he was murdered himself. This guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know. For the love of the god, please let that not be a Chekhov's gun. I mean, you have to admit, it is kind of weird that he'd be gripping the gun so tight in death, unless the murder took place. I'm placing my bets there's gotta be like some way to get into the next room over. So it's actually the defendant lobby, room 1 where the murder took place? Maybe? Oh no, I mean the idea of Gumshoe ever getting hold of a gun. No, he would never hold a gun. He's just a soft baba. Well, he's been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder or two. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Diedman. Hey, good point, pal. I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something. Detective's intuition? Yep. Don't you know about it? It's a special feeling that all detectives... We don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation. Anything else? Anything else to be sus of? I guess not. There's still a suspicious lack of blood, I will say. There's nothing else to inspect, is there? Have I still not missed something? Oh, here. There's a mark on his hand. His hand is all black down here, see? I wonder where it could be. Soot? If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain. Ink stain? Why an ink stain? There's nothing around here that would suggest any form of ink. Doesn't make sense. An ink stain? Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use my feather pen. A feather pen? I've never seen one of those. Sure you aren't just making it up, pal? Oof. Mr. Bell's cause of death was from being shot, correct? That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down. Death is bad enough, but it's surely lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Save. Aren't you sure they were trying to hide something? I can't confirm Mr. Rell's cause of death with his body positioned like that. Miss Detective Bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail, if possible. What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them the way they are? I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you? I suppose you have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it.
Labby.
Yes, sir. We've taken photos of the scene, sir.
And there you have it.
Do you not approve?
Of course not.
What?
Investigating of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will ya?
Oh, okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Ferrari, sir.
Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective.
Yeah, yes, sir. Understood, sir.
And it's gonna be the other way around. No, it's the right way around. Hold up. Well, there's a pen. I don't see anything suspicious with this as of yet.
Stand with this knife.
Is this say the same thing as last time?
Yeah. What's wrong? What's wrong, detective? My stomach's starting to hurt from just thinking about being stabbed. Just keep your mind on the case, alright? Shot in the chest. It takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet. There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean
It was from a distance. Okay, that's doesn't make sense. What, he shot him from a distance and then like snuck up to him and then he like stumbled forward and stabbed him? That doesn't seem right.
Wait, burn marks? A round grows very hot as it discharges from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. There you go, Mr. Rell must have been shot from at least a yard or two away.
How far is a yard? I think they say something like 8 meters, right? 6 meters? 5? 5 meters?
You sure do a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal. Apparently this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial.
I love marsupials. Yay. Ballistic markings do match the gun. Okay, that's good.
Ballistic markings are? The figurative fingerprint of a gun leaves on a bullet when fired. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. Therefore, by looking at the markings on a bullet, you can tell which gun it came from. Yeah, listen, of course, I already knew all about that, pal.
Maybe you'd be better off going back to the academy.
Yeah, come on, sir, cut me some slack, will you? So the bullet that was fired from this gun is what felled Mr. Rell.
Pen.
There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen.
An especially nice nib, don't we all? So there was a marking of, it was under this hand, wasn't it? That there was ink on this side, but his pen is still in his pocket. Alright. That doesn't make sense, but okay.
Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. Because Detective Bad is always telling me, you should always write your name on everything you own. Yeah, somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. There's a knife in the chest. I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rell is holding.
Verifying.
From the look of things, one could deduce the knife Mr. Rell is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. Let us now try to understand how the two men died.
Okay. I'm just saying also, I feel like there's a good chance. A yard is about 1 meter. Okay. So the difference between... You can't see where my arms are. That's fine. So
It would have been pretty far away from each other. That seemed like that's a pretty good amount of space to give each other before, especially with your arm. If your arm's extended, right, it would be from the point of where your hand is to where the person is. So there's a good chance that there was 1.5 meters, close to 2 meters. Which this room's very small. That was my point. It's quite small, and still there's not blood. There's not more blood shown here. Which they haven't brought up yet, which I'm like, First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rell and fired. However, Mr. Rell managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. Then the two men fell together where they stood. And that is my theory in any case.
What a crazy way to go.
Still, something about that explanation just doesn't seem right. Shocking. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here. I'm not convinced, needless to say. So I've definitely searched everything in this room. Alright.
You're pale.
Detective Man, do you have any thoughts on the case?
Red and red looks like they killed each other to me, although there are a few things that just don't seem right.
And what would they be?
Why don't you try thinking on your own before you bother me, boy?
Well, now I've been downgraded to just boy? Ugh. Thinking! Neat and tidy room. Climbing through the windows. Plastic bag strewn over the floor. Fountain pen. Ink stain. This and this. Kachinga. Alright. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen. Ooh. Ooh, I lost the lab guy. So he could have been writing something down, possibly? He used a fountain pen. He was writing something when something happened. I can see a contradiction straight off. Well, one, there's plenty of things, right? One, the blood. Two, again, getting in close to like stab him after he's been shot. I don't know. The window still being open still doesn't make sense. There's just, I don't know, man. Not to mention, we haven't looked out this window. What's outside this window? Detective Gumshoe. I confirmed the substance of Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. Okay.
I see. Good work. You know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life.
If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. Good pickup. Okay. I had a feeling that left-handed and right-handedness was going to be important at some point, but I didn't know how we'd figure it out. It would make sense though, right? Like, lean on your hand. I remember getting grey lit all the way up my hand sometimes. It appears Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well.
Okay, say so, pale.
Okay. Could we say that the window blew the bags into the room? There's nothing else I can search, right? So...
What happened to you? Did you touch something again?
I won't touch anything again. I won't ever go near anything that is evil. And you get back to your investigation, alright?
So if there's nothing else I can investigate, then I've got to connect something else, I guess. This is a clear contradiction. That's the only problem if I try doing this. I'm not sure. Alright then, sure. I don't know what they're deducing from this. Also, right, left hand nonsense again. I know, it happens a lot, doesn't it? Don't get me wrong, I think it's interesting, but I feel like, like I think even, like, there's a lot. Yo, I can gamble again? Always. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Probably. You can try. Swear every time they specifically mention right and left, it's relevant. Oh yeah, every time. They've done this like twice? Maybe 3 times in this game alone, when I feel like in the entirety of the first 3 games of Phoenix Wright, they probably barely do it twice. Like, it's important, but it's not that it's directly conflicted. Anyway. There is a very neat, tidy pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle, in which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there? Another reason? I believe it's possible the blood on the outside of the bag is somehow related. So there's blood on the outside of the bag, not the inside? I still doesn't explain that there's not more blood in this. Please get the blood away from us, sir. Well, they tried to stop the bleeding with... They tried to stop the bleeding with the bag on hand? Detective Gumshoe, what blood is on this bag? Oh, hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. Mr. Fridays. Okay. Oh, the technician said they didn't find anything else in the bag either. Really? Okay. So what, Faraday, that must mean, I definitely get the impression that they're trying to prove that he tried to use the plastic sleeves to stop the blood pouring from him. But obviously that means that... Oh no, okay, he is on top, admittedly. I was gonna say he can't be at the bottom because he would have died last, but... it would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Okay, if you say so. Leave it in your hands. They really did kill each other. No, we can't conclude that quite yet. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there's actually a contradiction that shows there's another possibility. No way, pal, really? I suppose I'll just have to show you the contradiction in this crime. Okay, so they said it was the fact that he was left-handed. Yeah, okay, it's definitely right. The pen. Eureka! Now we've come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he's left-handed, and yet the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem strange. But how could something like that happen? The facts add up to one conclusion and one unknown. Someone else put the gun in Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us.
question is how. Is up, so up, so rip up. It is probable that Mr. Bell survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantly from his stabbing. Interesting. Well, that also doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Mr. Bell survived for a short time after he was shot, so that means he would have been the one that was on top. He probably... But then it was Faraday's blood that was on the thing? That doesn't make sense at all. Alright. Don't make no sense. Looks like we know everything we need to know about this case. Are you sure we know everything? Of course, the incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. Too straightforward, lady. It's all very clear and simple. There's absolutely no margin for doubt. Do you really believe that to be the truth? Little ruffles in his shirt, oh my god. Yeah, this is young Miles Edgeworth. He's very cute. Just as we have young Franziska here. In their classic outfits, but they're not full grown yet. Ha! Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you, that you don't want to believe it's true? It's alright, if you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. But if there are any contradictions to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. Mr. Faraday's account was instantaneous. Death was instantaneous while Mr. Rell survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rell. And Mr. Rell, while on the brink of death, stole Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Hold up. Faraday died after the shot. Mr. Rell, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Okay. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her she is wrong. In case I should first look for any holes in her theory. Alright, time to save. What's the time? 11. Hydrate. I'm hydrating. As much as I can. All the voices in my head. Okay. Well, again, I would say that, let's see what this says. 40:32, approximately 4 p.m, discovered immediately after a gunshot was heard. Faraday died of a knife stab to the chest. The shock from the stabbing caused instantaneous death. Rell died of a bullet wound to the chest. There's no gunpowder burn on his clothes, suggesting he was shot from a few yards away. It's possible he was alive for a short while after being shot. Okay, so it does have a picture. Okay. Okay. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rell. Mr. Rell, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. There's the facts in this case. Should I just dive straight into trying to present evidence? Or, you know, listen, I'll try it. Maybe I need to push first. Maybe I should try pushing. I also just want to minimize my talking at this rate. Found right after a gunshot? Yeah, that was like the stand of a gunshot, and then... Actually, that's a good point. If the gunshot happened first, then surely they would have discovered the body instantly, right? That's a really good point. Knife was instant. From this, it's possible that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. No, that's a good point. Okay. I like your thinking.
Objection!
Fuck, I was wrong.
Okay, maybe I need to push him a little bit. From exactly, from a few yards? How'd he get there too? I don't know, man. We're trying to figure it out. Like from like a couple yards away, apparently. In a very small room, which I'm in denial about. No. Press everything.
Hold it!
Do you truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously? I have the murder report right here.
Yeah, okay.
Hold it!
Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Bell before he died. Do you have any basis for that statement? Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now, I hate to repeat myself, however, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. Yeah, that's all the basis I need. Alright, so if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, then he must have attacked Mr. Bell before being stabbed. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. And Mr. Bell, while on the brink of death, stole Mr.
Hold it!
So you believe the dying Mr. Bell stole the knife and from Mr. Faraday? Mr. Bell became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So the two men struggled, and in the end, Mr. Bell was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound.
Wait, what did she just say? That there was a struggle?
Can you really say that it's perfect?
The messy condition of this room is a testament to their struggle.
She just fucking lied.
What are you insinuating?
Nothing. Nothing. However, I can't let what you said slide by without further inquiry. I suppose one must be clear and precise.
Amend your statement. Okay.
Hold it!
About this statement, Mr. Bell used all of his remaining strength to tame a violent struggle.
I still can't believe she's 13 when she's doing this. 13! I don't think I'd trust a 13-year-old to do anything. No offense. I could teach him, like, things, but I don't think I'd trust them to do certain things. Like solve a murder, you know? Specifically. 13? Yeah. She's 13. I think the understanding is that she could become a prosecutor, faster if she's in Germany, but she's 13, which is ridiculous. But hey, prosecutor's daughter.
Present the evidence of what were we talking about?
The struggle. There should have been a line, right? About no evidence of a struggle. Maybe the testimony?
Objection!
Okay, got it. Welcome to Francisco von Karma as a kid. Hanging out, making wrong assumptions, like always. Don't get me wrong, I almost want a side game from Francisca's point of view, simply because they just always make her out to be wrong. Between Phoenix and Miles, they just all come in and decimate her opinion, and you sit there and you're like, I think she needs to learn. I think she needs to spend some time reassessing her thoughts.
If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have surely caused a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified he heard absolutely nothing.
Ha, you place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. Then, how did Mr. Rell get his hands on the knife?
Pardon. Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right there in the lobby number 2. It is not hard to believe that perhaps Mr. Rell saw a chance and took it out at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rell took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed. Isn't there something strange in Francesca's statement just now? Huh? Was there? Francesca took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag, and then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed. I don't know, man. After stab. Nope. Oh yeah, we still think it's before he was stabbed. We think, wait. We think Mr. Rell was stabbed first? No, shit. Fuck, oh my god. Okay, hold up. I'm just gonna write down a note. Stab instantaneous. Right. Yeah, something's off. Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? Simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed.
Take that!
Okay, I'm just gonna write a note for myself. Faraday shot the gun, right? Okay, and then, who's the other guy? Rell stabbed. Knife. Alright, this one was instant. This one was delayed. No, shit. Like, the death was delayed. No. Fuck, this is why I keep getting confused. The words keep going backwards. Gunshot didn't mean a kill immediately. Yes. So that means Rell had delayed death. So I'm just gonna write down Rell delayed death. God, my handwriting's looking amazing right now. Shame no one will ever see it. I mean, it still looks bad, but that's fine. And then Faraday was instant death. Okay. Okay. According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that. Oh, you got me. But of course. Well then, if the report is correct, then there is only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rell attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantly, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rell. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Then they both died. Mr. Rell must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot, then they both died. It's the only explanation that makes logical sense. But we know it's not point-blank range. Negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francesca. I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible, before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. God, I love him. How naive of you to believe that only your opinions are valid, and still expect to discover the truth when the crime scene offers you. Francesca, you've still got a ways to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Died instantly. And the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in the scene. The contradiction in this crime scene is... Sorry. Wait.
Oh, he's on top. Yeah, so it's the order the bodies fell.
Let me get this straight. What you're arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from the evidence bag, shot Mr. Rell, and then the wounded Mr. Rell found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot and Mr. Rell died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which the bodies are piled. No. Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rell's. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have died before Mr. Faraday. Impossible.
I mean, it's not crazy to think someone probably, like, smudged the evidence as well. Like, if you shot something, right, and then you got a knife and, like, stabbed it, you know, like, there's a good chance, like, you could obscure what the bullet wound looked like. You know what I mean? Possibly. I'm not sure 100% about that, but I'm just saying it could have been the other way around, and it could have been a completely different location.
Goodness. Yes, I agree, it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene that we must solve is...
Did you just objection my thoughts? Bro, those are my thoughts. You can't stop these thoughts. They're unrelenting. Fus Roda. It's so stupid. No, not so fast, Miles Edgeworth.
What now?
I simply think you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And it's even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent.
She sure bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some very decisive evidence to prove them wrong.
Better go shower. See you soon if you're still on. I'll probably be asleep, but... See you, Emma. Take care. Hell yeah.
We'll see.
It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rell's. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. Okay. Push everything! Woo! Cats. Who gave this tiny girl a riding crop anyway? Like, why does anyone let this kid just go around doing this stuff? It's abuse. I'm just saying. Maybe kinky, but it's still abuse. Okay. And she's still 13. So, like, what the fuck? Again, another reason why you don't trust, like, 13, 14-year-olds with possible weapons. Like, why do you let that happen? Two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. Okay, well, we know this isn't quite right.
Hold it!
What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time?
I assume Mr. Faraday had the two different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. Rell while holding both the knife and revolver. He made to attack Mr. Rell while holding both the knife and the revolver. And then, after Mr. Faraday had fired the gun, Mr. Rell grabbed the knife as he was falling and stabbed Mr. Faraday. Fuck, what the fuck are these words? Everything is like folded over in my head and I can't. Mr. Faraday had two different weapons in his hands. Sure, came at him with two different weapons. That makes sense. Made to attack Mr. Rell while holding both the knife and the revolver, which is so stupid. After Faraday hired the gun, grabbed the knife as he was falling and stabbed Mr. Faraday. God, it's so stupid. Okay, I don't stand up to this at all.
that is how Mr. Rill wound up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. If only we were talking about positions. Instead of, you know, a crime scene. At close range, that is more than possible. Yes, it's possible, but... Well, if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got. Show me what you got. Oh, I will. And to that extent, I'd like for you to append what you said to your statements. Thank you, thank you. That's what I wanted. Fact indicates they attacked each other at the same time from close range. Alright, perfect. That's exactly what we need. Is it this one? This one.
Objection!
You're incorrect, I'm afraid. Do you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as it's written on the crime scene notes, the firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rill's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rill and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. Ah. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The two bodies are piled up on top of each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rill moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation. Someone meddled with the bodies, right? What a completely foolish line of foolish thought from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Who? The person that attacked first with murderous intent would be neither man, it was someone else, right? Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can be only one explanation. There was a third person here. It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rill, and set their bodies up to make it look like a double murder. That third person is the real culprit.
Okay. I'm just saying, based off the people we see currently, it could be this guy, because he's sus, and we don't know he's. But this guy is also. I don't think it's this guy, but I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where it's obviously like this is the same guy as always. This is the same guy. Like, there's people that we know and are familiar with. Versus, obviously, like, I feel like these three people are all suspicious in their own ways. Because we don't know them, and it's sort of like, well, if they're not in the current storyline, they either died beforehand or are unimportant. Maybe. We'll see.
Miles, Edgeworth, there's just one thing you're missing. Evidence, correct? Exactly. Everything you've said up until now is nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove there was a third person involved in this crime?
Of course. Huh?
If a third person was truly there, that fact would resolve the glaring contradiction.
If a third person was here, that fact would resolve the glaring contradiction. Wait, hold up. Aren't we talking about some of this? God, this is confusing.
The proof that this has all been a setup made to look like they killed each other. I'll present it, and lay bare the final piece of the puzzle that's not yet in place.
What's the piece of evidence that proves that there is the third person involved? It's gotta be the gun, right? Found in Faraday's hand, it's not his hand, right? Maybe the plastic bag? Because the plastic bag shouldn't have blood on it?
The spot here is from Mr. Faraday, but there's no other clues to be found. Which begs the question, do I need to put this bag inside another bag in order to preserve it as evidence?
That's funny.
Seems Mr. Faraday was in the habit of using very nice fountain pens. That's the total opposite of me. I don't get these things at all. Well, I think the pencil behind your ear suits you just fine. This gumshoe.
Really? You think so, pal? Man, I knew it was worth something.
That wasn't exactly a compliment, detective. This looks like a quality nib.
Let me test it out, pal. Whoa, it's really, hey, I got ink all over my hand.
Detective Gumshoe, don't ever play with the evidence like that again. Alright, quality nib. Proves that there is the third person involved. I want to say it's the gun. The knife? Could be the knife. Because, like, obviously the knife, I would argue, shouldn't even be there. Like, I don't know.
Third person involved.
It's gonna be immediately after a gunshot was heard. How long was the break for? They said it was for 30 minutes or something, right? So that means the murder could have taken place, like, way earlier on. And then, like, changed around at some point?
Take that!
Okay, I was right. The gun in Mr. Friday's hand and the plastic bag with his blood on it. Okay. I was thinking, I was tossing up the bag as well. I was like, the bag doesn't quite seem to make sense, so maybe presenting either works. These two items point to the presence of a third person. How so? Recall Detective Gumshoe's testimony. Blah 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 blah. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground, meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. And did a terrible job of it. Like, come on, be accurate. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment, there's a high probability of blood spatter when a knife is used on a person. That's what I've been saying. Why wasn't this brought up sooner? If the culprit held the knife with a plastic bag around it, they could use the bag to catch any blood splatter from when they withdrew the knife. Oh, okay. Sure. Then by spreading a few more plastic bags around it, mixing the bloody one in with it, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. There. No. I don't know.
Looks like we still got a long way to go in this investigation.
He's doing so well. Yes. Huh? Ms. You? Oh god, everyone's here. It's the whole party.
What the heck is up with you, pal?
Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. No, not get Detective Gumshoe. He's a precious boy.
What?
What's the meaning of this?
Huh, looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates.
Don't you dare.
The detective claims he was there, standing in front of the door the entire time. How stupid are the prosecutors here? I'm just saying, like, this lady just comes in, hasn't looked at any of the crime or evidence, and just immediately is like, Gumshoe did it. Obviously Gumshoe did it. It's like, really? Really? Think about it, please. These guys all passed a fancy prosecutor's lawyer bar examination, okay? And I'm disappointed in all of them, except for the detectives. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie. Miss Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement. I'll let His Honor explain it himself.
So, own eyes, I tell you. During the research, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway. What?
You see, Mr. Bad. So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie. Maybe he needed a pee, alright? Let him have his piss break.
Gumshoe, did you kill Friday?
No, of course not, sir.
It would appear the one who saw this whole crime scene, who set this whole crime scene up, is that detective. Which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. Looks like your perfect logic has come through tumbling down, Miles. I mean, we just said about the other evidence though. Was that statement really a lie?
Detective Gumshoe, you're now suspect in the murder of 2 men. You spit out the truth, so help me.
Again, why, what's the motive here, please? I feel like most of the time they really like to skim over motive. I haven't lied to anyone, sir, honest. I really was really there. I was in the hallway the whole time. Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not?
You talk to me like you know what's going on, boy.
All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma, after all. Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something.
And what's that?
What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Motive for the murders, why he was in the hallway, state of the hallway. I'm just gonna save. Why he wasn't in the hallway, motive for the murders. I mean, I kind of want to know the motive, because currently there would be no motive, but also he would just say, I don't know what you're talking about. The state of the hallway? Maybe it's the state of the hallway. You know, like, what's the state of the hallway outside? And he should be able to tell you very minutely what it's about. Maybe he was too busy looking at ants. Detective Gumshoe, I take it that no one else was in the hallway at any time, correct?
Huh? Oh, of course not, Pale.
You're being awfully defensive. Might you be hiding something from me?
Oh, watch your mouth, Pale. Can't go around saying stuff like that about me without any evidence.
I suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point. Miles Edgeworth, how can you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace. Maybe I should ask something else. Alright. Detective Gumshoe, why were you missing from the hallway for a span of time?
Look, Pale, like I said, I was there the whole time, okay?
Objection!
He's busy committing the crime. Who says otherwise is a fool. Alright, fine. Alright, I was wrong on all accounts. I suppose the one thing I'd like to clarify is Detective Gumshoe's murder for committing this crime. I'm not asking him his murder.
Motive, huh? Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or anything?
No, sir, not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir.
Is that a fact?
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? Says you're the one lying, you little shit. She's obviously lying. That other dude came in and was basically like, pin it on this guy because he's an idiot.
I'm telling you, I'm not lying.
The more unnatural you are, the more suspicious you become, you know. Can I just say the most ridiculous thing is that she is like almost head height with this guy. Like either she's really she's very tall. It's just kind of funny that like the picture doesn't like, I know you need to put them up like eye height with each other because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see her, but it'd be real funny if her picture was just brought down so she was actually at the height she's supposed to be, so she's just like hello. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here. Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy, because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation. You're serious, aren't you? Fine, you amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Verade in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Verade yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, nitwit." A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut. That reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for a perfect explanation? Alright.
You told him to stab me pale. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge.
He's such a precious boy. Rare, we can't trust anything you say. How do we trust anything this girl says?
So,
I find it really interesting that the integrity of an individual is immediately called into question when another individual questions it. You know what I mean? Like, while the person who is presumably accusing is suddenly exonerated of any suspicion, at least for the time being, but it's weird. Like, why should we take her word as much as we take his word? There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposes per se, but there are some gaps in her logic that needs to be filled. This is crazy first day on the job as a prosecutor.
hold it!
A week ago, then you and Detective Gumshoe are acquaintances. No way, I only met him in person today. Then how do you know about Detective Gumshoe? Oh, I've seen her around before.
Hold it!
Mr. Verade was upset. Yeah, you know what else? Mr. Verade isn't exactly known to get angry often.
But there he was, totally beat Brett in the face.
And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die. Just like the face he's making right now.
I'm completely innocent, I'll tell you.
Poor man. Wow. It's quite a scene with the detective.
Hold it!
You just stood there? Watching this unfold in front of you. Yeah, I have to say, it was really enjoyable too. But that's why, when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew to steer clear of him.
No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face.
But you do.
Huh? What have I got stuck on my face?
Paper. Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth. Oh, those ridiculous eyebrows. I don't know what you're talking about. He's the most, like, soft and squishy man ever. I don't know what you mean. She's so cool. Miss you, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Honestly, in a weird sort of way, she's quite unprofessional. I mean, she's only 22, but she's being really unprofessional about this.
Hold it!
To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that. I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is there a common practice?
Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too?
I suppose I did. It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. Oof. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers.
Do you think that's a reason enough to detectives to hate you people?
Well, I guess they really shouldn't cut people's pay.
It's true. Detective Bad, don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier.
Hold it!
You call your explanation perfect. Is it not your liking? Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Oh, something you want me to clarify in that case. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Sure. If the game tells you to, just do it. But you could actually know what? If you could clear this one thing. How Mr. Friday was killed. Motive for killing Mr. Rel. I guess that's a good point. Motive for killing Mr. Rel. Friday and Gumshoe's relation. How Mr. Friday was killed. Motive. I understand Detective Gumshoe's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rell? His motive for killing Mr. Rell? Like I would know. If there's no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred, wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh. In that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? But that's impossible. She must know something. Wait. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. I didn't even do anything. Are you already... And you're already laughing away? Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway. Oh. Would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Perfect this, perfect that. Is being so uptight, or is this a requisite trait for being a Von Karma? It's actually true. Alright, you have to be absolutely perfect. I demand that you shut this rude woman up. I wonder what their wife is like. Like her mum. I wish you'd both be quiet for just 1 second. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. I don't know, again, 22, only like 3 years younger, right? No, 1 year younger. Hell, she's only 1 year younger. Never mind. Because Miles, I think he could be 25 actually. This might be when he's like 17. But even then, not long enough. Anyway, bedtime, bedtime. Gotta go to bed, it's bedtime. I really want to keep going, but bedtime. Hell yeah. Good night, Wings. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of your day at work. Miss Danny. I'm excited to be in my warm bed because I'm cold. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you'll have an excellent day today and tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a slightly shorter stream again because I have an early morning on Thursday. But I mean, I feel like we've made pretty good progress, but there's still a lot of questions, I feel, with this case. I still feel like this one could still take us till Friday to complete, so the final case will probably be most of next week. We will see, but I definitely feel like we're a good ways into this. A solid third, possibly. But yeah, have a good night's sleep, everybody. Take care, and I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah. Alright. Nighty night.